See, today's session is interactive session. It is like actual session we will start from tomorrow. It is basically you will get the idea like what we are going to do in next 2 months. What are the area we are going to explore more? What are the area is important from your certification point of view? What are the area important from the project point of view, interview point of view? And those things we will highlight here, and we will see a couple of scenarios which I did the configuration in my previous batch, so that I'm going to show you here. Okay, and you will get some idea about this new concept, that is S4 HANA or Universal Journal. All these things quickly we will touch multiple areas so that you will get some idea on that. Maybe you have idea on those area, but from my end, like I'm going to give you some brief idea so that you can get the idea like what will be our agenda for next 2 months. Okay, so I will come to this course content and all, but before that, like let me go to, anyway, you must have so just a second. First session, this is the input added, everything is correct. Okay, so let's try to understand from the layman point of view. Okay, so although we are going to start it from tomorrow, but just let me give you some idea like if I'm going to compare my old system with new system, and very high level I will try to understand this one. So your existing system is like this. So what you told, like I'm just collecting all the informations what you told me. So here you have a database. So I'm taking this one as my any regular RDBMS. So this can be Oracle system, this can be SQL system, this can be anything. So no specific database. This is my application area, and this is your GUI. Now we are going to shift from a traditional system to new system. So that is what, like first thing, the change in the database. You told me like we are going to do something SCDoc, we are going to work on some like OLAP system, so many things you told me. So I'm going to take a basic informations like we are going to change the structure of the database. So now instead of a regular database, we are going to take the new database, HANA database. But this is the final product I'm showing. Like if we compare, we got the update from 2011, but in 2015 we officially got the final product, that is the S4 HANA Business Suite. So this is the S4 HANA Business Suite, but in between lot of things was there. So this one is my database. Normally in a normal system, how the process execution is working or the calculation is working, so all your data is available at your database layer. And system, when like if we'll see the calculation, how the calculation is working, system is taking the data from your application layer, sorry, from your database layer. That means it is going to take the data from here. Suppose I need to create one sales order. So what I need to do, I will fill some data here in my system, then that will go to the query, the command, the processing will go to the application layer. This is the query. Then system is going to pick the data from the different tables. Like you have so many condition records are there, you have master records are there, your partner determinations are there. So different informations are there in the different systems. You have pricing procedure is there, and all this data available in different tables. So it is going to collect the information from here, then execution will be, it will be executed here. So the complete processing at application layer, complete processing at application layer, not at database layer. So that is why what currently we are working. So this is the calculation or the processing is happening here, application layer. And due to this, lot of consequences we are facing or lot of issues we are facing, we will see that in subsequent sessions. Now we are going to shift this structure to the S4 system. So here the calculation we are going to shift from application layer to database layer. It is not possible in this system, it is possible in this system. So how it is possible we will see. So that means if I will show you this one in a graphical way. So right now your complete load is there in the application layer. Today's session I will take little more time, so maybe 2 hours, but regular session will be 1 hour from tomorrow. Right, you can see here the major portion of this pyramid is towards application layer. That means the complete load, the application is there, and this system is not that fast what the new system we have or we will get. Now come to this segment. Here we are going to get, like, this is, if you see this particular database, it's just a storage area. We are going to dump the data here, that's it. We are not going to, or this particular area is not capable of processing the data. But here we have, it is known as HANA appliance. Right now what I'm explaining, it is known as HANA appliance. So here it is, both storing and processing, both are possible. So now we can also execute the data, or we are going to process the data. So application running on this new in memory. So what is in memory we will see tomorrow. So in memory database. So that means from here we are going to take the data, or this is all total in one area only, database. I'm just splitting this one. Then as usual you have application layer. So here if you'll see what the NetWeaver we are using, the latest one. Now what is the difference between this system and this system? Here we are going to fetch the complete data for the processing purpose, whereas here we are going to only transfer the result. Only final result will transfer. This process is known as core to data paradigm. What is the benefit of this one? Benefit is, okay, now you can see here the complete load. Earlier it was towards application layer, now it's shifted to database layer. Okay, so in detail we will see later, just overall try to get the idea. So the complete processing, the calculation, we have shifted from the application layer to database layer, and this is total your HANA appliance or HANA system we are saying. So this one is the new one we are going to get here. As a result, your processor will be free. Along with that, we don't have that locking mechanism. All these things will not applicable, but I don't want to go with that detail today. So today only mostly we will focus on the functional part, new features and all. Then another features you are going to get here, if you are going for a hybrid system, then you will get both the system, or if you only you will go for the cloud one, then here you are going to get the Fury apps, what you told, like we can access data through the Fury also. So here you are going to get the Fury apps also for different ones. So I will show you some applications today also. So this is your Fury apps. So this is nothing but your cloud computing. Okay, so here in total, if you'll see, we are going to shift the entire calculation process from the traditional way to the new way, shift calculation. So now suppose same sales order I need to create. So I will start from here. I will send the command, the query here. I will feed some data like my what the product we are going to sell or the partner determination. All the informations I will fill here. Then the query will transfer to application layer. Here it will just execute. Then after that, all my informations, all my condition records, pricing procedure, condition type, all the informations are available here. Now it is not going to take the data once again to the application layer. It will be processed here itself. So now you can see within this in-memory platform, with this it is going to work. Then final result will be transferred here. So that's why it is much more faster than the previous system. This is one of the reason. This is not the complete reason. This is one of the reason. So overall you can say this is the system where we have both access. We have a traditional way of connecting the system, it is there, plus it is cloud also it is there. Second thing, like as you told, like OLTP OLAP right now I'm not explaining. So this one will be like reporting point of view, definitely it will be faster. But again, for this you have to understand the new things, like all these new things. So initial 5 to 6 sessions we will spend on this area to understanding this new technical part. The reason is it's not like you are technical consultant or your role will be technical consultant, because S4 or S4 HANA, this is not a pure functional consultant. So you have to also you should have a good idea about the technical part also. No one is expecting that you are going to write the program here, but at least you should have a fair idea about all this architecture of the HANA system. The reason is in certification, maybe you will get some questions. So it's coming actually. And basically when you will participate in the project discussion, sub project discussion, that time a lot of things will be discussed, or maybe tomorrow your customer will ask you so many questions. So that time you will find very comfortable if you have a good understanding about the technical part of this particular system. Now let's understand functional point of view, what are the changes are there or what are the new features are available. Already you have highlighted some areas. Let me just assemble those things. So what are the areas are there? First of all, we are saying that this is S4 HANA Finance. So under this S4 HANA, it is combination of so many features or so many things, like so let's see what are the areas are there. Okay, so you have okay. So what are the things are available here? Like in a existing EC system, what happened, like in EC system, different consultants are there and different areas. Like majorly, like if you'll compare this one with the logistic with your earlier one, you will find the difference, because in finance also we are handling, as a FICO consultant, we are handling so many things in a typical, like if you'll see mid-level project, but in big project we have different consultants for different role. But here in S4 or in this particular product, SAP is projecting this particular product like it is a combination of so many features. So now we are not saying SAP controlling, because there is nothing called SAP controlling anymore, right? So if we'll say SAP controlling is part of finance now. So everything is part of finance. So just to familiar this one, I'm using this terminology today only. In future, we will not use those. So for example, earlier you have finance. Now also you have finance. So under this finance, what are the things you are going to earlier we used to handle? So we have GL. In every area, you will find some new features are there. Like someone told me like something like extension ledger. So that you can say it's a new feature, right? So we have GL. Then in GL, what are the things there? It depends from which system you are doing the migration. For example, let's say my customer is currently in 4.7. From 4.7, they are going to migrate to 1909. In them, for them, everything is new features. That means new GL is mandatory. You also told that new GL is mandatory here. So that means if they are going to migrate to 1909, So for them, new GL is mandatory. So that means they have to add the non-leading ledger, they have to add the parallel accounting, they have to add the new features of your S4, that is your extension ledger. In fact, all type of extension ledger. So everything is GL. I will prove it, the entire business process, whether it is finance, whether it is controlling, whether it is bank, everything is part of GL. So now except GL, nothing is there. But let's make it scattered, like in different way, like how you are comfortable. But in end, you will find everything is part of GL. So GL includes all features. Okay, so all features are now part of GL. Then from ARAP point of view, what are things are there? ARAP, if you'll see, you will not find major changes except a new concept added here, that is your business partner concept. Business partner is not a new concept in SAP, new concept in finance point of view. So business partner we are going to create. Earlier we used to create business partner. If you ever work on the FACM side, you must have idea about the business partner. Now it's mandatory, you have to create business partner for your receivable and payable point of view. So business partner will be a new addition here, all the CVI concepts related to business partners, right? So everything will be there, but I'm not considering this is a new concept because earlier also it was there. So overall I'm saying ARAP, no changes are there. If you'll follow the P2P, it is the same. If you'll follow order to cash, that is also same. But yes, in every area you will find some simplifications are there. Okay, whether it is a receivable or it is a payable, whether it is a goods receipt, in every area you will find uh, you will find some changes. To understand this one in a better way, first let's understand what was the issue earlier. You answered all these points, I'm just assembling everything. So earlier when we used to post any accounting document, so we posted an accounting document. So that accounting document generate multiple documents, or accounting transaction rather I will say. Accounting transactions generate multiple documents. So you will have a accounting documents like your, I'm just ignoring the header table, only I'm considering the line item table. So you have BSEC. If with that accounting document, I'm going to add cost object, then of course I need to convert that into cost element and I need to post the transaction with cost object. Then it is going to update under COEP. Yeah. Then if customer invoice is there, then accounting document along with your receivable invoice. So that means BSEC will be there. Plus you should have BSID. 5,000 is receivable. So if you'll check a customer invoice, there you will find multiple items like your customer debit 5,000, your sales deduction is there, your tax item, output tax is there, revenue is there. So many informations are there. But we are looking what is the receivable item, what is the due item for collection. So that data we are checking it, or we are referring for BSID, because every transaction is updated in the BSEC, and that system what we are earlier we were using, that is very old system. EC system is very old system and slow system. So that is why just to optimize the speed, we are using BSID tables just to get the collect the data. If it is paid, sorry, received, then that item will be part of your BSAD cleared item. Similarly, if we are going to pay something, vendor, open item, that is BSIK, right? And if you are going to, let's say it's paid, then it is BSAK. Not only you have index tables, so these are the index tables. All these are your index tables. So not only we have index tables, we have also the total tables are there. So finance point of view, you have total tables, you have line items are there. Faggle flexed, if new GL is there, if new GL is not there, then GLT0. Then you have Faggle flexa. Controlling point of view, you have, if you have idea about these tables, it's okay. Otherwise, when we will do the actual topic, that time we will see. but definitely you must have idea about this one as you are already working on this part. So if you're controlling point of view, you have COSP. If you are using primary cost elements for your allocation and all, if you are using secondary cost element, then you have COSS. Similarly, COPA point of view, again, under this operating concern, you have tables. Inventory valuation point of view, material ledger, right? Now the base of this S4 system, functional point of view, if you'll see, we are going to discard all these tables and all business functions, all informations, all documents will be part of your single table, what you told me that time, that is AC Doc A, Universal Journal, right? AC doc A. But when you are going to get this table, at what moment this table will come, like in right now in existing EC system, what we are going to do. So all these things we will see once I will come to the migration part. But assume that this is the table we got. So everything we are going to put it here. Still BSEC is there in the new system. So this will be merged here. This will be merged here. This will be merged here. Everything. Whatever business functions coming to our mind, everything is part of our universal journal. Okay, so everything is part of our universal journal or this AC docket table. So this is the topic or this is the area we are discussing first day, and this is the table we will discuss the last day of our program. Every day we are going to touch this universal journal or business function AC docket. Okay, so quickly let me show you one company code. Okay, if you check the organization structure, you won't get any changes. So organization structure is as it is. So we will take one company code and we will check all the end-to-end process. So that like that's why I'm whatever the features I'm going to show you on this company code ZT6. Okay, so here and this is my organization structure. So this is my company code assigned with controlling area assigned with operating concern. So this is my previous batch data, operating concern. So you can see here no changes are there, it is same. Yes, you will find the changes, like if you'll see earlier we are completely depend on your costing based profitability analysis. Now we are going to shift from costing based to account based with all the features, all the functions. So that means you will find the changes internally in this area. Okay, so in this operating concern, but organization structure point of view, no change. It is same, like whatever earlier it was there, now it is same. So in this area, no changes. Now coming to logistics side. So I have taken here plant. If you want, you can take multiple plants. So here you can see under this plant, my purchase organization, distribution channel, shipping, no changes. It is exactly same. So that means when you are going to do the migration, so in that case you are not going to work in this area because already you have this configuration in your existing system. So configuration point of view, like additional configuration point of view, organization structure point of view, no changes are there. Now let me check in this particular company code GT6, what are the ledgers I have assigned here. And what are the accounting principles I have assigned here? I told you, irrespective of when you are working on any version, you are working on EC6 or you are working on 4.7, it's mandatory. New GL is mandatory. So that means you have to add the new GL features uh, before migrating or after migrating. Depends on to which version you are going to do the migration. In certain versions, you have to do two migrations. In certain versions, you have to only do one migration. So that also we will see. So I just want to check for this company code, what are the so in this particular company code, like you can see, I have added three lasers. OL, that is my leading ledger. N1, my non-leading ledger with one accounting principle. N2 is my one of my extension ledger. I'm using here multiple extension ledgers, but this one is one of the extension ledger. Why? Because with this extension ledger, I have assigned accounting principles, but there are certain other extension ledgers are there where I have not assigned any accounting principle. So that is, it is not there in the list, but it is there in my table. So if I will go to the table, you will find some data with that extension ledger also. So that means now back to this PPT. So GL point of view, what are the things we are going to see here? So this includes everything like your all type of GL features. Okay, so this includes your leading. This topic I will take it from the scratch. Maybe if you're familiar with this leading ledger, for the benefit of all, I will start it once again from the scratch. So this will be leading, non-leading, right? Then your parallel accounting, your doc splitting. So a lot of things like so far, if you'll see, these are the not new feature. If you are currently working on ECC 6 or EHP 7, let's say, these are already there. So it is not new here. So document splitting, then all type of extension ledgers. So we have different type of extension ledgers are there. So extension ledger. So earlier we used to say these are the appendix ledger, now extension ledger. For what purpose we can use the extension ledger? Simple logic. Non-leading ledger, you can't add any point of time. In the mid of the year, if requirement is there, we add the non-leading ledger? Not possible. Secondly, if you'll go for adding the non-leading ledger, unnecessary data duplication will be there. Here we will try to reduce the database size as much as possible. So that's why we will avoid to add non-leading ledger. Instead of that, we can use the extension ledger. So you can use this extension ledger for foreign currency valuation. You can use this one for predictive ledgers. You can predictive accounting. You can use this one for any standard entry. You can use it for your controlling reposting. Multiple areas you can use extension ledgers, and we are going to use multiple extension ledgers. But again, keep in mind, extension ledger is not replacement of non-leading ledger, because whenever we need standard ledgers, we need the standard ledgers. So that's why we are going to add here both leading, non-leading and extension ledgers will be there. Okay, so here you can see two navigation options. One is your normal implementation, greenfield implementation, which we will start from the scratch. Financial accounting, controlling how traditionally we used to work. If it is migration, then this area is not required. So here we are going to work on this one, conversion of accounting to S4 HANA. Okay, so here if you have multiple options, like if we'll go for migration, so first one is your preparation, then delta configuration, sorry, installation, after that delta configuration, then data migration, post migration. Okay, so I'm the delta part. Some activities you are going to do in EC system. After that, you are going to do the technical migration, then some tool will be applied, conversion, then after that delta configurations. So if we'll go to this GL, so here you need to do the additional configurations. Again, this delta configuration, no standardization is there. So how much configurations we have to do under delta configuration in a project depends on customer status. So let's say one customer is currently there under 4.7 and another customer is there in the simple finance. So in that case, definitely it is going to take much time, which is current customer under 4.7 and comparatively simple finance. So that's why I will take the base as 4.7 so that maximum features I can add in my company code. Okay, so you check here. So this is the area where you are going to work related to GL, ledger point of view. So till the time it will come. Yeah, so this is this is the migration one. Right now we are discussing individual topic wise. So under this general ledger, we are going to see all type of features. Okay, so this includes, you can see multiple extension ledgers are there. So X1 is my one extension ledger, N3 is their extension ledger, N2 which is assigned to my company code. All are assigned to my company code, but accounting principles are not there. Okay, but because for example, if you check this X1 having this GT6 is there or not? Yeah, it is there. So it is there, but without accounting principle. So for different purpose, we are going to use different ledgers. Now in ECC, you have only, like finance point of view, if you'll see, you have only three currency options. In under OB22 used to define the currencies. Here we are going to work on 13 currencies. So 10 currencies related to universal journal, 3 currencies related to basic. So currency point of view also you will find much changes related to GL. So that's why this GL is very important area, and because everything will be part of your GL. Now, where we are going to add controlling point of view, something was there earlier, cost element accounting. So if you'll see controlling, again, I'm taking this one base related to your ECC. There is nothing called controlling now. So if we'll take this ECO as, okay, so earlier we have like your overhead management. So under this overhead management, you will have cost center accounting, internal order, right? So now those things are not there part of controlling. Those are part of your now GL. Okay, so earlier we used to create cost element. Now we are not going to create cost element. In fact, secondary cost element is also part of your GL master. So we are going to create both primary cost element and secondary cost element GL master. For example, if I will show you here in this particular controlling area, what are my cost elements are there. So these are my cost element list. Fine. These are my cost element list. So here I have multiple categories of cost elements are there. I hope you are familiar with this. If you're not, it's okay. So now I'm going to check what are the cost elements I have created. Normally, how you used to create the cost element? Primary cost element K01. Now you can see it's redirecting to GL masters. Secondary cost element we used to create as K06. Now it is redirecting to GL master. So except GL master, we are not going to create any cost element, but you can see cost element categories are there. That means function of cost element is there. All cost element categories are there. Only thing is now we are going to add into chart of account. So primary cost element, it will not create problem because primary cost element earlier also part of chart of account was there. Now secondary cost element will be part of your chart of account, right? So you can see if you will go to the GL master, so see here all your secondary cost, these are my secondary cost elements are part of my GL master, means part of my chart of account. So here also primary cost elements are part of my GL master chart of accounts. So this is a small changes you can say master data point of view. That means cost elements completely removed, your cost center accounting and your order management function wise it is there, but now we are not considering these are my earlier also these were not major topic, it is part of your actual product cost calculation. So but individual areas was there. Now we are going to merge this one with universal journal. Okay, so how, if I'm going to post one transaction in ECC, okay, so then what will happen, system is going to generate two document, one will be my finance document and one will be my controlling document. System is going to update two tables, one is your basic and one is your COEP. Let me show you one document quickly from ECC system. So we are discussing GL only. What happened to system? So ECC system, this one. So I will take random one company code. Sorry, in this company code, I will take one document randomly. So I will take the GL document. So for comparison purpose, I have one company code end-to-end configuration so that in every area we can check it. So let's take this document. So this is one document which having both financial and controlling information, because I can see cost center informations are there. So if we go to the document, here you can see two accounting documents are there, 10006 and 118. So 10006 will be part of your BSEC and 118 is part of your COEP. Okay, so this data, like if you go to KSB1, you will find the controlling informations or cost center informations. If you go to GL line item, then you will get the accounting informations. Now, how it is different in S4? User point of view, no difference. Only thing is now we can post a transaction from Fiori through application. Otherwise, we can use the transaction AB50 and we can post. User point of view, no difference. Only difference is now when we are going to post the document, sorry, the transaction, system is not going to generate two documents. It will only generate the finance document, that is your BSEC document, and COEP data will not update. In fact, COEP table will not be there. We are going to convert this COEP table into view table. Again, we have some logic why we are going to do this. So this will be a view table. This is known as your CDS view table, compatibility view, right? So controlling informations, particularly this cost object informations, will be part of your AC doc. That means here you will find both finance data and cost object data. Let's compare one document from S4. Sorry, it's not TY6, it's so let me take randomly one document here. Yeah, cost center is there. So similar document. Now if we'll go to the document, so in ECC we have two documents are there. Here you can see only one document. Okay, so another one document is there, but that is not actual document. That you can say cryptic document, or for the time you can say artificial document, which is generated through programming. User has not created any document for this, or system not created any document for this. So only document 10003 is there. Now if I will check this 10003, then I should get both the data, my finance informations and controlling informations. Let's verify that one. So this is the table we are going to refer for everything. AC doc A. One triple zero three. Okay, so here you can see coin there, business transactions. So definitely controlling informations is part of this particular document. In ECC, if we will check the BSEC data, you will find the accounting informations. For that, if you need the controlling informations, cost object information, then you have to go to COEP. But now if I will go to this particular line item, I should get everything. Here I should have both my BSEC data plus my COEP data. Okay, so here you can see my ledger information is there. We should have the account number should be there. Okay, so account number is there, cost center is there, so COEP data is there, multiple currency updations are there. I told you so many currencies we are going to maintain here. then other things are not there in this particular document, right? So that means this document contains both finance data as well as controlling data, controlling specifically the cost object one. So same concept is applicable in entire program. So now we can say, so same rule is applicable in case of order also. So both my cost center and cost internal order or any cost object, you can say it is part of my GL. Okay, now coming to some other areas, like we are going to work, for example, your standard cost calculation. Standard cost calculation is not part of table, but standard cost calculation is required when you are going to post any transactions related to standard cost. So that will reflect in your universal journal. But cost calculation, again, normal process, process, but it should be there. Standard cost calculation. Okay, so let me check the standard cost. What is the product for this one? Okay, again, we will check any other document with ECC. Let me log off it. I think I'll wrongly log up the S4 one. So far we compared the GL. GL includes everything, my leading, non-leading, everything. So already we have verified this one with different accounting principle. Then we verified the cost element. Now it is part of GL master. Then we have checked the some transactions with cost center. Same rule is applicable in order, right? And that is also part of our universal journal. And everything we are referring the same company code. Now let me check the standard cost. Actually, standard cost calculation point of view, you will not find a difference, but if you'll ignore this one, you can't proceed further. So that is why it should be there. So my finished product is 58. Let's see the cost calculation for this 58. Okay, so this is the cost calculation I did here. Right, so these are my cost calculation I did. Multiple cost components are there, and per unit cost calculated 12,370. This particular calculation is not part of your universal journal, but if I will post any transaction related to this particular cost, then it should be there in the universal journal. Okay, so let's see, let me show you one production receipt transaction first. And one more thing here is important. Material ledger is mandatory. You don't have any choice to whether activate material ledger or not. So here material ledger is mandatory. So let's check one transaction. FG stock production receipt. Check this item. Actually, this one is a revaluation of stock. Okay, so I can show you this particular transaction. So here actually it's a outbound delivery. So you can see one unit I delivered and that particular unit there. If you try to get this understanding again, but because initially what happened, like I posted some transaction, I posted the production receipt with a less amount. Then I recalculated the price, that is 12,370. Then after that, from material ledger point of view, I did the revaluation of stock. So if that is why this, you can see there is a increase in price. Okay, so this one is adjusted. So if you're trying to just try to get the idea, so this is my closing inventory 1,75,550, but this is not closing inventory, this is a revaluation of stock. Okay, so if you can understand, it's okay. Otherwise, let me show you this one. If only you want to compare with this document, it is just calculated on the basis of 1,000. Just to show this particular scenario, I posted this one. Let me show you here. So this is the original document I posted. This is one production receipt I processed without production order, because maybe at that time my actual costing was not configured. So without production order, I posted this one. So 20 units produced at a price of 1000 with reference to this one. This accounting document generated. Then later I calculated the price. Then I revaluated my stock, whatever closing stock is there. It is part of material ledger. So then this is the difference amount is added. This particular document, if you'll see. So just try to get the idea here. Because initially your FG stock was calculated with a less price. Now it's adjusted. So FG stock is recalculated here. So this is actually material ledger. Now you check this entry, then I will show you this how we can use this one. So here what I did, I just posted a production receipt. In ECC, if you are going to process a production receipt, how many documents you are going to get here? If you are going to process in ECC, one production receipt. So one document as usual, your accounting document. Due to integration, FG stock is going to debit and credit will be change in stock. No change here. It will be same only. FG stock is going to debit and change in stock is going to credit. Plus here material ledger is mandatory. In ECC also, if you are configuring material ledger, then you will get one separate document for material ledger also. Okay, let's see one document, similar document first in ECC. Production receipt. We are just comparing each business functionality ECC and S4. TY106 is my ECC company code. Okay, so this one is similar document. This one is also production receipt. Check the accounting document. FG stock is debit, change in stock in credit. Check the accounting document here also. No change. FG stock is debit, change in stock credit. So accounting integration point of view, no changes. Now see here, how many documents are there? When I process this document, so that time material ledger was not configured, but actual costing was there. So that's why you can see with reference to production order I processed here. Let me take a document where material ledger should be there. Yeah, check this one. So one document for accounting point of view. So this data you will find in BSEC. One document for your controlling point of view, production receipt point of view. So that is COEP, and inventory valuation point of view, separate document is generated, material ledger, MLIT. So this data you will find in the MLIT. Three different document, three different table. So data is available in different tables. So as a result, something will be there, then you have to do the reconciliation. Now let's take similar document in our S4 system. Here also I'm going to take one document where production order should be there. Let's take this document. I just want to confirm like production with reference to production order should be there. Production order should be, yeah, production order is there. Now we will verify here like how many documents are there. In case of cost object, it was cryptic document earlier. Now let's see here. Accounting document, original document. Controlling document, again cryptic document or artificial document you can say. Material ledger, in this case it is there. Okay, sometimes I will show you material ledger also will be cryptic, but you can see material ledger is there, but all the data should be there in the universal journal. Now I'm going to verify the document 50004 and we will see whether this universal journal includes all these three functions or not. 50004 closed maybe. I'm showing you just the end result. Before all the configuration should be there, so which I did it, that's why I'm able to show this one. It's ECC table, AC system maybe. Document number 50004 something was there. 50004. Don't get confused with two systems. Just refer company code wise. GT6 related to S4, TY06 related to ECC. 50004. Check this one. So here you can see coin is there. That means cost object information is there. MKPF is also there. That means material ledger is there. Right? So let's see here whether all the informations are there or not. Account number is there. Multiple currency information. So I'm not here looking here the accounting information because it's accounting table. Definitely accounting information should be there. We are looking for some informations like you can see quantity, material ledger information is there. Your inventory valuation, that information is also there. Okay, if I will go to this document, actually here revaluation also done. Yeah, you can see initial cost 1,48,440. So that time the data was there. Okay, then we will see here material information is there, plant information. So all the informations are available in one table, that is universal journal. So we compared production receipt. Next question, why in here material ledger is there? Why should not be material ledger was cryptic document like the cost object? So that means now we are not going to refer COEP, we are not going to refer MLIT. So that everything verified part of your AC doc universal journal. Next question, why this document is there? Why this document is not like cryptic? It will be cryptic. Let me show you one more document. Okay, check this one. So if you'll see here, this time ignore the cost object because production order not processed that time. You check this accounting document. So how many accounting document? Accounting document and material ledger. So in my previous document, material ledger with original document was there. Here it is cryptic document. So material ledger also will be cryptic document. It depends what type of configurations you have. If you don't have plan to actual costing, okay, you have only material ledger. I told mandatory. Material ledger is compulsory. But actual costing is not mandatory. Very strange thing, but is yes true. So actual costing is not mandatory. So if you are not, so this is not mandatory. So if you don't have plan for actual costing, so in that case, material ledger will be cryptic document. If you have configured actual costing, then you will get the material ledger document and original document. But whether you configure it actual costing or you don't configure, material ledger data always will be part of your universal journal. That is why here difference. So if you'll check these documents from the document date, okay, let me add the posting date also here. So there's some system issue, maybe it's getting freezed. Okay, till the time it will come, let me go to the. So what are the things we already discussed? We are discussing again, everything is part of GL. So we discussed about the GL. Then ARAP we have not discussed, asset accounting not discussed. Then we discussed about the cost center. So now anything related to cost center will be part of your universal journal. So whether it is direct posting, whether it is allocation, reposting, anything. So everything will be part of universal journal. Sometimes internal documents will be there, but with reference to internal document, FI document. So manually FI is your reconciliation completely dropped, not required. Then we discussed about the product cost planning. So this is the cost we calculated. What happened to the system? The cost 12,370 was there. So this is your product cost planning. Then right now I am explaining these two areas. Yeah. Check this date wise, posting date wise. So this document I posted on, that is 7th May. So on 7th May, actual costing was not configured under this company code. Then later, so that is why here I just processed this document without cost object. Okay, so that's why only two documents you can see it is there, accounting document and material ledger document. But material ledger was cryptic because actual costing was not there. Then after that I configured, you check this document, this one. It is on 3rd June. So by this time I configured the actual costing. So that's why here you can see three documents are there. It is same document only, production receipt. Three documents are there. Cost object is there. That means production order is processed. So accounting document, no change. Controlling document as usual cryptic, but material ledger document you can see original document is there. So that is why it depends what type of settings you have. Material ledger you will document you will get or you will not get, but material ledger is mandatory. You can't ignore material ledger. So without material ledger activation and configuration, migration is not possible. So material ledger you have to configure. But whether it is actual costing, material ledger, anything, it will be part of your universal journal. So we verified one sample document. So everything was part of your universal journal. Now, as we configure the actual costing, so let's, okay, let me show you that product cost planning. So where we can use it. I'm sorry, was something wrong with today's system. It's getting freezed very quickly. Any question so far on any particular scenario? Any question? Okay, so right. So this is the cost we calculated. So this one is the standard cost which I calculated. For this, all the configurations are required. Now, if you are going to use this particular standard cost anywhere, then it will be part of your universal journal. So I just posted here some outbound delivery. You can see this document is there. So 12,370. Why it is minus entry? Because it's an outbound delivery. So COGS account is going to debit and this one is going to credit. Now here you can see how many documents are there. So except accounting document, you can see all documents are cryptic document. Material ledger is cryptic, controlling document is cryptic, because here COPA is also configured. So COPA you can see original documents are not there. So everything should be part of your universal journal. So if you check the accounting entry, no change. It is same FG stock credited and COGS account debited. Okay, so there is no change in the accounting integration point of view. But if you are going to verify this document 49004, you must be wondering why there are two documents. I will come to this one. So if you go to verify this document 49004, then it should be part of your universal journal. And here what we did here, we just applied that cost whatever I calculated, 12,370. So once you'll post the transaction, it will be part of your universal journal. Only just calculation, it is not part of universal journal. Here it's just internal cost calculation. Okay, let's verify that document. So document number, it's ECC one, right? Let me log off. Now you got the idea, like everywhere you will find only one accounting document, but same simultaneously if you check with ECC, you will find individual documents. So that is the concept of simplification, because in ECC, one major pain area was reconciliation. Now, if everything will be under one table and all business process will be part of under one table, then reconciliation highly negligible. So that we are trying to verify in each business scenario. Now you can see here the document 49004. It should be again part of your universal journal. 49004. So this is again part of your universal journal. Now coming to why this other accounting document is there. Here we have a concept called COGS splitting, which is part of actually your profitability analysis. COGS splitting, like if you'll see here, how I calculated this cost? These are my individual cost components. So material cost, machine processing, assemble. So individual cost components are there. But when I'm doing this outbound delivery in accounting, you can see my whole amount is going to update 12,370. So now I want, instead of transferring the entire value, I want a split of items, like whatever I calculated or how I calculated my cost in my internal cost calculation, it should reflect same in the accounting also. It's not that be like the whole amount should be there. So individual components should be there. Not only in accounting, it should be there in the profitability analysis as well. So if I will check the COPA report, if I will check the trial balance GL report, everywhere it should be same. So that means how I calculated my cost, it same way it should be there in the all the reports. So for this you have to do the additional configuration, that is COGS splitting, which I did. So that is why individual components are there. Let's verify those. That is why two documents are generated. Okay, so I will show you the document, but before that, let's first check the report, then we will check the document. What is the document? Yeah, 1010 GL account number. When it was posted on, now you can see COGS balance is 0 because you have one debit entry and you have one credit entry. Why it is credited? Otherwise what happened? Like if let's say COGS account debited with 12,370, and once again if individual components are debited, then cost will be double. So COGS has to be a credit entry so that balance will be nullified. And where then balance is going to transfer? We are going to transfer this balance individual components. Okay, now you can see COGS account initially debited. This document number generated 49004 due to your integration. COGS account debited and FG stock credited. Immediately, one more document generated 49005, which COGS account credited. So this balance 0 and your individual cost debited. So this is my GL entry, GL line item. So COGS material cost is updated with 10,800. So this is your material cost 10,800. This is my cost calculator, standard cost. Machine cost is 840. This is also there, 840. 125. Processing cost, same here also. So that means how I calculated my cost, my plant cost, same is reflecting here, or it is reflected in my GL line item. Now I am going to check this same information in the COPA report. So I will go to, and mandatory here, it should be account based COPA. So it is already verified, it is part of your universal journal. Now we will see the COPA report. So I'm selecting here account based COPA. This is my operating concern. Not this one, just a second. KBC, yeah. COPA line item. I will take my company code. Okay, first of all, you can see here, normally in EC system, when you're going to work on profitability analysis, you will find the individual documents like other areas. That is what I also mentioned here. So you will find individual tables for your COPA. Now here, COPA documents are all part of Universal Journal. So that time we have checked, other than accounting document, no other document was there. Everything was cryptic document. Now, right now I'm in the COPA report. You can see these are for every transaction, your COPA line items are cryptic document. You can see these are the cryptic documents, not the original document. These are original documents. Why? Because here the source document are internal controlling document, but here cryptic document. So once I will come to the cryptic document concept, that time you will get the idea. But now you can see here 12,370 plus entry, 12,370 minus entry. Then your individual components are added. So 10,800, right? 840, 125. So now I can say my cost estimate equivalent to my COPA report, equivalent to my uh, income statement. So you take any profitability report. You take, like, for example, let's say if your internal profitability report, which is nothing but your COPA, or you take external profitability report, that is your income statement. Same information should be there. But earlier it was not there. Anything it was there in controlling, it is only with controlling. Standard cost you calculate it, and after that if you're posting the transactions, it will be part of controlling table. But now it is there in the finance. So that's why I told in the beginning, everything should be part of finance. There is nothing called controlling now. Okay, process wise, you can say, yeah, these are management accounting, but technically, if you'll see, everything is part of Universal Journal. Okay, so we verified this one also, we verified this one. Then coming to profitability analysis also, you can see here for different transactions I posted. So these are the logistic transactions I posted. Then everything is part of my Universal Journal. If you have COPA idea, now we are not referring the value fields, only we have the characteristics and accounts. For example, here I want to check my characteristics. So this is my characteristics. I have taken these two characteristics, customer and product, and my corresponding accounts are there. So we dropped the value fields, is not required. And this includes all features. This includes your everything. This includes logistic transactions. This includes your any internal postings, internal allocations, any direct posting. Everything should be part of your account based COPA. So you can say now we don't need costing based COPA anymore. So everything will be part of your account based COPA. So this one verified. Now, if we are going to do the actual costing, right? And in due to this actual costing, if any variance will be there, and that should be part of your Universal Journal or not. Let me check that also. I don't remember. I need to go to the table, to the production order report. So this is related to your actual costing. It's a multi-level cost calculation we did. So that time we verified the planned cost, 12,370. Now it is actual cost or cost object controlling, what you are saying. So I will try to find out the variance here between your actual cost and planned cost, and that variance we will check in a finance record, and it should be part of Universal Journal, and WIP, that should be also part of Universal Journal. But again, it is just end process I'm showing. In between, you have to do a lot of settings or a lot of configurations. So this one part of profitability analysis, profit center is a small area. This should be part of profitability, Universal Journal. This one also we verified part of Universal Journal. This one right now I'm explaining. This one already verified, indirectly part of universal journal because transactions will be there. This one also verified, part of universal journal. This we will see. Okay, now you can see here, like these are my actual cost, but my area is variance. So this is my variance figure, 64,01156. Okay, so now we will verify whether it is part of my finance record or not, and it is there in the universal journal or not. So it is reflected in COPA report also. So we will see this one in the universal journal. First, let me check the line entries. This is some different transaction. You check here, 64,011.56. That is my variance entry with reference to production order 1000125. With reference to the production order 1000125, this variance raised, and that variance is part of my accounting entry, 64,011.56. Okay, so it is there. Now we will verify this document 10022 should be there in my AC doc. Right, so you can see this document is there in the universal journal, and all the components are there in the universal journal. So everything is there in the universal journal. If we'll see, if we'll compare this particular functionalities, whether it is new in SAP or not, no, it is not new. In ECC also it was there, but when we are working on ECC, it was restricted with that particular area only. It has no impact with finance, but now it is part of your finance. So earlier we used to settle with COPA. Now also we are settled with COPA. If I will go to the COPA report, you will get that also. But here now it is part of universal journal. So that is the concept. So in the entire process, we try to understand all business function is part of universal journal, and we users no need to do the reconciliations because everything, all data is part of your one single table. That is the beauty of this particular product. So it is also part of universal journal. Now we major areas spending, that is your related to asset accounting. Asset accounting, one very important area where you will find lot of changes. If I will say, if you are going to compare with 4.7, then you will find drastic changes, because earlier completely in 4.7 we are completely depend on your account approach. Now we are going to shift ledger approach. If we are going to compare with EHV7, in EHV7 also we are working on ledger approach, but still some limitations was there. Okay, for example, this one is ESC, it is my EC system and it is ESP7 system where partially new asset accounting is there. Month end activities and year end activities are more here in case of ECC. For example, let's say let me show you first the Asset Explorer. So I'm using two depreciation areas here. One is book depreciation. Just ignore depreciation area 2 now. Book depreciation, tax depreciation, and one more depreciation is there, delta depreciation. So why we use to delta depreciation? So anyone having idea about the delta depreciation? I think you must have worked already on the asset accounting. So definitely it is difference between two accounting principles. First of all, you are working on multiple depreciation areas. If you are only working only one depreciation area, this concept will not be there. So let's say we have two different depreciation area. One is your book depreciation and one is your tax depreciation. Accounting principle, whatever you can assign, but overall, book depreciation and tax depreciation. Okay, now let's say here asset value is 10 years as per this particular requirement. Here asset value is 8 years. Your depreciation value is 1000 and your depreciation value is something, let's say 800. So the difference between book depreciation and tax depreciation, you need to adjust with delta depreciation. With delta depreciation, the logic here is in ECC, you may add multiple depreciation areas, but only one depreciation area is your real. So whatever the transactions you are going to post, transactions, not depreciation, whatever the transactions you are going to post, whether it is acquisition, retirement, transfer, everything, it will only update your book depreciation, because these are all, this is the only you have your real depreciation, and all other depreciation areas are derived depreciation area. So first of all, if you are working on accounting approach, then same books of accounts you need to maintain multiple times. If you are working on the ledger approach, maximum you can run the depreciation. Okay, so here you need to calculate the depreciation. Here also you need to calculate the depreciation for your different income statement. So maximum you can calculate the depreciation by assigning one additional ledger. So let's say here we have assigned our leading ledger. Here we have assigned our non-leading ledger. But maximum you can calculate the depreciation, that's it. No other transaction will update here. This is the restriction you can say in ECC. And that is why, let's say you retired the asset, you sold the asset, any difference amount is there. So that needs to be adjusted with your APC value. So that is why we are adding this delta depreciation. Okay, so it's a mandatory principle. Okay, before closing your books of accounts, you need to, let me log off here. So I just log off S4 system. So if you'll go to your closing activities in ECC, you have multiple activities are there. Okay, I'm going to just check fixed asset, periodic processing. In this periodic processing, you can see ASKB is there. It is one checkpoint you can say from the migration point of view. If you will not complete this one, then you can't proceed with the migration also. Okay, so this needs to be complete before. If it is not migration normal process, then you have to complete this one. So all your difference amount should be adjusted with your APC value, because only one depreciation area is your real. So if I will run it here, so you can see some difference amount related to my transaction, it is there. So which is not yet adjusted. So whatever I explained now, the concept of delta depreciation completely removed, not applicable. Okay, the reason is now you can take as many as depreciation areas are real. So not only for depreciation posting, for every transaction depreciation will be there. So different depreciation area wise you can post the depreciation, plus all the transactions will be there in the S4. So that means the old transaction code ASKB is not applicable now. Not applicable, you will not find this one. Then suppose in this particular company code, I want to search how many asset documents are there. I will just go to my document list and I will check here my company code. So I will take here it seems like I don't have any transaction, I don't have any document, right? Let me go to the GL entry. See here multiple transactions are there, but it's not showing in my document list. The reason is in ECC, you have to complete one reconciliation between GL and your asset, because asset is your sub GL. So that is why it is manually you have to complete. So ABST2 reconciliation between your GL and asset.
ABST2, which is not yet done in this particular company code. So that is why all the operation documents are generated here, but it's not yet reconciled. This concept is also not applicable now. Fine. All your year-end activities, not now it is not applicable, or you can say rather simplified. So everything, so related to asset, we can say the entire business process will be part of my universal journal. And let's verify these items. This is the only sample, lot of more features are there. Let's verify this delta depreciation whether it is applicable or not. What happened to system today? Let me show you here like how many depreciation area I have. What is the chart of account here? Okay, GT6. Sorry, my mistake. Okay, so here, like you can see here, how many depreciation area I have. Same, I have taken here 2 depreciation area. Okay, just ignore for the time being this depreciation area 221. It's a different concept. So we have 2 depreciation area, 1 and 10, but both are your real depreciation. So the delta depreciations not required. Both are your real depreciation. Here you can follow one accounting principle. Here you can follow a different accounting principle. Here depreciation value will be different. Here depreciation value will be different. Not only different depreciation value, all your transactions will be there independently. So when you have multiple depreciation area and all depreciation areas are independent, so concept of delta depreciation not required. In case of ECC, you can take 2 depreciation areas, but one depreciation area is real, this one. So maximum you can use this one for your depreciation posting, not for transaction. So that is why you have to add the delta depreciation area, but which is not applicable now here. So that is why if you'll try to run the ASKB, it's not there, so it is not applicable. So that is one point we discussed. Delta depreciation not required. Next, reconciliation is automated, not by manual, it's automated. For example, if I will try to run the ABST2, it's not applicable. So reconciliation also user will not do manually. The moment user is going to post one acquisition entry, automatically system is going to split this entry into multiple entries, operation entry separate and GL entry separate. So let's check this document. I need to check with the real basis. I don't know what is the issue today with the system. In ECC, I checked this line entries. It was there. Then I verified with my document list. Nothing was there. Let's see. So I'm just searching the document with asset. I will not select here GL because multiple ledgers I assigned here. Check multiple accounting asset related documents are there. So it is auto reconciled. Now see here. You take randomly any document. So this is one acquisition entry. Normally in every document, if I will go to in every document, you will get 3 views: entry view, GL view. In asset document, you will find asset view also. Okay, so this is your asset view. Here we are going to use a new concept, that is technical clearing account. So due to this technical clearing account, always your operation document and asset document will be auto reconciled. So right now, normally what is the accounting entry? Your APC account is going to debit and vendor is going to credit. Vendor credit, no difference. Okay, so okay, let me go to direct asset view. Okay, so you check this first entry, 19,000. So document number 19,000 in this case is our operation document, and which is nothing but your vendor credit entry. So 31 vendor credit. Here we are not debiting the APC account. Instead of that, we are debiting the technical clearing account. So technical clearing account is first going to debit, then technical clearing account is going to credit. 2014 debit, 2014 credit, 70 and 75. Then accounting principle wise, GL wise, ledger 0L. Okay, your asset document generated. This is your operation document. This is your asset document. Okay, so now the technical clearing balance always you will find 0 and your APC account updated. So parallelly you have operation document and you have asset document. So how this operation document generated? With reference to your 19,000 operation document. So asset document is 10008. This one is your asset document related to your accounting principle IFRS and related to 0L. I assign here one more accounting principle. If I will change that. So with reference to same operation document 19,000, you can see my asset document generated different accounting principle and asset document separately updated. My non-reading ledger is also updated. Document number 81,000. Okay, so this rule is applicable if you are posting the transaction through direct posting, and if it is applicable if you are posting the transaction from the logistic also. Let me check one document, this one. In this case, I acquired the asset not from finance, from the logistic. That means I raise the purchase order, then I process the GR, and it is part of my asset document. See here. So this is my operation document, RE. It's not vendor invoice directly through logistic. So operation document is accounts payable credited, your tax here, and your 70 is your technical clearing account 2014. Then 2014 is credited and your asset document is generated. Same accounting document, only difference is this one is posted through logistic. So document number 10009. Okay, so here what is the operation document? Here the operation document is, this is your logistic document. This one is your 51001. 51001. Check here. Non-leading ledger is also updated. 81001. So this one is asset, this one is asset. So reconciliation by design. So all your month-end activities are also simplified. So so all these documents at a time we will verify in the universal journal. Now suppose you are uploading your asset legacy data transfer. So whether that is part of your universal journal or not. Okay, so legacy data transfer. Yeah, you can check this document, this one. So it is uploaded. Okay, this data document 10016. 10016. This is the upload entry. Balance uploaded here. So you can see both entries are there. Both accounting principle, both ledgers entries are there. Leading as well as non-leading ledger. Asset balance, accumulated depreciation, and closing balance. Right. So let's check this one. Asset Explorer. I don't remember what is asset class. Let's say maybe this one. Asset number 4, maybe this one. Yeah, this one. So you can see first year data. So 1000 is your upload balance. Accumulated depreciation is 200. So closing is 800. Okay, so this is a very important topic and very interesting topic also. You will find a lot of new things under the asset, this under this asset accounting. Similarly, if you are going to capitalize your asset under construction, so accounting principle wise also you can capitalize your assets. So we will verify this document should be part of your universal journal. I just need 10 minutes more. System greeting problem. So till the time it will be available, let me log into Fiori. So this one is the cloud one. So here all the different applications will be there. All business functions will be available. Application wise it is there. So in app we are going to work here. So let it fully loaded. Yeah, here this is, let's run it. So this is my leading ledger. Building value is how much? 23,000. 23,000. If I will change to my non-leading ledger, what is the asset value here? It's not executed it. What is the asset value? 20,950. 20,950. That means you can capitalize the asset accounting principle wise also. Normally what happens sometimes, let's say some cost is not permittable as per one accounting principle. So that's why here you can see, if you'll see this particular asset, here we capitalize 100%, 23,000. But as for this accounting principle, we capitalize only 20,950. Some cost I transfer to cost center, some cost I transfer to somewhere else. So 100% capitalization not done here. So accounting principle wise also you can capitalize the cost. Okay, and this document 81004. So all your old tables we are not going to refer here, like your ANA, ANEP. So those tables are not required. So it is 10014. So accounting capitalization of your asset, that is also simplified. Let's verify this documents. For everything, I'm just referring the same company code. So here we have documents like 10008, 10008, 10009, 10010, 10011, 10014, 12, or better I can give the range 10008 to 10014. So these are my leading ledger entries. So all my asset entries are part of universal journal. You can see these are all asset entries only. Similarly, for non-leading ledger point of view also, eight one triple zero two, 81004. So these are also part of my asset, but these are asset entries. You can see transaction type, you can see, but it is related to my other accounting principle, my non-leading ledger entries. So everything is part of universal journal, and accounting principle wise, we can have the assets. So in depreciation also, you will find the changes. Everything is part of this. If we will check one depreciation entry, let's say accumulated depreciation. Okay, so your accumulation depreciation 30,000. This is your asset application 30,000. So 30,000 is one document. This is your depreciation entries. So simplification in depreciation calculation also. So it is also part of universal journal. So you take any business transaction, everything should be part of your universal journal. Okay, that I am trying to explain from the beginning. So here you can see different applications are there. So it's my like demonstration system, so that's why I have all the apps are there. But in real case, profile wise, applications will be access will be there. So only like if I'm working on receivable, so I should have the receivable, that particular functions application should be there. So here I can create master data. So all my master records I can create. So you can see all applications are there. So every master record we can create here. So we can post the transactions also. So here you will find the list of groups. Okay, so I can post anything. All user activities we can perform from here. Suppose I want to search one document. Okay, just simple. That particular app you can search, or if you know the application name, you can also search from here. It's public cloud, so little bit slowness you will find. But if you go to office system, you will find very fast this one. Even more, it is faster than your existing GUI connection. It's taking today some more time because my regular system is slow. So that's why. It's very slow today. But all user activities we are going to perform from here, including master records, your transaction postings, yeah, let's check that document. That 30,000 document was there. So just verify here. It's a hybrid system. So all the configurations you are going to do from on-premises, and from cloud, you can perform the user activities. If it is only cloud, then customer is not responsible for configuration. SAP is going to do the configuration. Okay, so this is the document you can see. We can access it from cloud. So everything we can do it from cloud. All user activities we can perform here. So almost all business functions we verified, whatever is there, right? Yeah, one thing is, let me show you that also. Bank accounting. Actually, in this is 1909 system. In this system, so far basis not uploaded the bank applications. So that is why for that one I'm still using 1809. I already told him. So maybe soon he will do this. Let me show you that one. Normally in ECC, how we used to work on the bank, it is not like that, because in ECC bank was part of finance. Now bank is part of your cash management. Okay, so that particular business functions activation is required. And let me show you here. This on 1809 system. Okay. Like suppose how you used to create a bank, you used to create a bank through FI12. Now it is not going to work like that. Okay, you can't create any bank master from here. So bank is completely shifted. I mean, configuration you can do here, but if you want to create a bank master and all, so those you can do through Fiori or through NWBC. This is the way you can do this one. So let's first let me show you here. Like for example, I just uploaded one electronic bank statement. So let me first show you that one. BLVN. Let me take here EBS Bank Accounting. Okay, so this is one. I hope you can link this one. This is text and all. So this is electronic bank statement uploaded, and due to this, my account balance is there. So which is closing balance 4,700. It is there. Okay, so this is my bank charges. This is one customer collection directly I posted. Let me show you that also. BL5N. Yeah, this one 1,000. So it is collection, customer collected, directly collection. So all activities, banking activities you can do here. So it is going to update in your accounting entries, and this document definitely it should be there in your universal journal. So whether it is collection, let's see this one also. Okay, this is 1809 system, so that's why it is a different company code. So document number, this is a direct collection, 14,000 plus one more is there, that is the bank charges 1,002. This one is something payment. This one is a payment. You can see this one is a direct payment, 1,001. Then 1,002. This is a vendor payment. I guess I will confirm this one. And this is my opening balance. Maybe it was my opening balance. This is my closing balance. Let's verify this one. You can see these are my part of universal journal. Okay, let's verify these documents also. What are the size? Yeah, 1,200. Yes, it is a vendor payment. So initially it was a invoice was there. Then I did the payment. So this is the payment 1,5001. 1,5001. 1,5001. So here all the banking activities I did. That means I did a payment. I updated my outgoing bank. So let me add the outgoing bank account also. So let me add here. This is my this is customer. Yeah, this one. Along with this bank, let me add my other bank accounts. Bank charges. Right, so you can see bank charges, it is uploaded through the uploading of bank statement. Okay, and see this one. This is my outgoing bank, this is 0, and account my balanced. It must be somewhere, it should be there with the statement what I uploaded. Let me check it. If it is there in the desktop, I can show you. I'm not sure this one or not. Yes, this one. So you can, this is the file I uploaded. So closing balance is 4,700, and same I uploaded here in the system, 4,700. 4,700. Thing is here, you can't access the bank master like this. You have to access the bank master only through the cloud, right? So that you can access through either from Fiori or through the NWBC. So you should have one more access. Let me show you my bank master. Account list. Account number 100. Yeah, I got the impression. This one. Okay, so this is the area where you can access the bank. So banking point of view, a lot of functionalities are there. You can see payment signatories, some new functions are there, connectivity. So all these things we will see. So what I'm trying to explain here, everything is part of universal journal. Business functions point of view, maybe somewhere you will find some similarities, some new things will be there, and you can say some simplification. Major here you will find the user activities are simplified. Okay, so reconciliation point of view, it's minimized. Then lot of month-end activities minimized, and definitely reporting will be faster. We have a new access here, that is the cloud functionalities. So this is how it is planned. Okay, now let me